Jerry is basically invisible to everyone. For example, he suddenly grows a beard and sits down to eat, and every member of the family walks right past him without a single person thinking anything is strange. Until another Jerry comes downstairs and notices that there is another version of himself in the house. The two Jerrys stare at each other, and the bearded Jerry grabs his bowl and runs outside. He keeps running while eating until Jerry finally tackles him to the ground, but Jerry assumes that he is his clone. But the bearded Jerry says that is not what happened. As long as Jerry buys him lunch, he will tell Jerry where he came from.
I'm not buying you lunch. What if we call it breakfast too? No!
Jerry still takes him to the mall for lunch because Rick hates the mall, so he will not be monitoring the place. The bearded Jerry says he comes from another dimension and often travels between different dimensions on adventures. Jerry tells him he cannot stay here, but the bearded Jerry tells him not to worry. All Jerry has to do is take him to the closet upstairs.
Okay, well, that is a weird location. But just to be clear, if you do try to kill me and take over my life, I can scream very loud.
The two of them then go to Jerry's bedroom closet. The bearded Jerry says that in some dimensions, Rick gives Beth walk-in closets with expandable space. He feels around inside and actually finds a passage.
Bingo.
Then he asks Jerry if he wants to go check out other dimensions.
You promise you'll get me home? I promise!
After walking for a while, they find that the other end leads to closets in other dimensions. The bearded Jerry explains that the Jerrys who know about these passages use coasters as markers. If the coaster is turned upside down, it means that dimension is safe. The two then arrive at a bathroom. The bearded Jerry says there is another passage hidden behind the mirror. After crawling through the passage, they find that the entire dimension is frozen. They put on some clothes and see a frozen family outside. They have no idea what happened here, but every Jerry who passes through leaves something behind as a memorial. Without this path, this family would have been completely forgotten.
Here. You're one of us now, Eagle Man. Well, technically it was a piece of your shirt I stuck up there. You still don't get it, buddy. We're the same.
The two of them then begin traveling between different dimensions. This time, the experience is incredibly exciting. Jerry also becomes more and more comfortable with it. They stop in a fractured dimension to have a drink. Rick turned the moon into a disco ball for Morty's dance. The two of them start talking about their lives. The bearded Jerry says he never expected Jerry to be able to go on adventures with him. He finds it unbelievable. Jerry says that he actually does not come from the dimension where the bearded Jerry found him either. His family once jumped between dimensions together. He even says that his dimension has a clone, Beth. At one point, Jerry was turned into a queen of insects, and the three of them even had a romantic encounter together. They continue drinking and talking on a rooftop, but they forget that the passage in this dimension is only open for a limited time. They rush to a certain store hoping to borrow the Rick from this dimension's portal gun, but they are still too late.
No, shit! We missed the connection? What does that mean? What does that mean?
The bearded Jerry tells him not to panic. Rick and Morty will be back next week, but Jerry cannot wait an entire week. If it takes that long, Rick will probably find someone to replace him.